Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Vintage Cube draft. Pretty bad pack to start here. Nothing super exciting. There's some good cards. For the lands, there's Taiga and Xander's Lounge. Typically, my philosophy of lands is that early on, when you don't know your colors, you want to take triomes, and later on, when you do know your colors, you want untapped lands because being tapped is a significant disadvantage. But it's just, there's a lot more color combinations encapsulated in Xander's Lounge than in Taiga, so it's pretty likely that some color combination in Grixis will be open. So I think I'll take Xander's Lounge over Taiga. There's Liliana, which is pretty good, but not a first pick card really. I'm not that interested in Talisman or Mox Diamond first. Zealous Conscript's also not super exciting, so I think I'll just take the Xander's Lounge, although certainly not a exciting first pick. Ooh, okay. Badlands and this pack is way better. Badlands, Thoughtseize, Narset, and Polluted Delta are the main ones I'm looking at. Um, Chain Lightning is fine too, but I think it's not quite on the same level. I'm tempted to take the Polluted Delta here. Like, yeah, these cards are very, very strong. I don't want to minimize their strength. This is one of the best interactive cards in the format. This is an excellent source of card draw that also combos with draw sevens. With that being said, this just makes our mana amazing. And we can also sort of see, like, maybe blue is cut, maybe black is cut. We could end up being base red, like, who knows. This is a good color combination for Narset, because if you're black, you would get access to Shieldred and Orcish Bowmaster. Very, very close pick, but I think I am going to take the Polluted Delta. Oh, man. Tough decision, but yeah, let's take this. And this is like a phenomenal start. Now I'll take another fetch land and just be thrilled with this mana base. If we had taken Narset, we'd probably take fetch basically no matter what we had just taken. But yeah, we'll certainly take Marsh Flats here. I think I like Marsh Flats better than Polluted Delta. Although it doesn't really matter. They both get Xander's Lounge. I guess do we think we're more likely to be base red or base black? We really don't know. But this also like overlaps more with Polluted Delta, so yeah, we'll take the Marsh Flats. Wow. I think I'm honestly taking Underground Sea. Kind of hilarious here to just lead on four straight lands, but I think that is the right pick. There's also Rogran Triome, which we could take. Maybe we should, actually. This gives us very good mana for four different colors. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Underground Sea is great, but we'll take the Rogran Triome here. If we want to take a spell, like we could take Subtlety, could take like maybe Burst Lightning, but yeah, I think I like taking the Triome here. I honestly love this start. I like having a good mana base. I like being able to play all sorts of good cards. It also just makes the draft more interesting because say you're playing mono green, you pretty much know what you're gonna pick. Like there's two green cards. I'll take one, I guess. Like the other one will probably come around. Maybe you have to worry about which one is more likely to wheel, which is kind of an interesting consideration. But for the most part, it's like, oh, see the card, my colors, take that card. Whereas in this deck, there could be like seven different reasonable options in every single pack, and that's just more fun. And also, like, generally, the more options you have, like, if you have tons of options and you're good, that will really benefit you. Like, maybe it's if you aren't that comfortable in the format, you don't want to start with something like this, because if you are like, okay, how do I prioritize, like, another land versus a removal spell versus, like, fourth Aerlingus, like, I have no idea, and, I mean, if that would be a tough decision for me too. I don't want to say it wouldn't be, but yeah, that's just there's a lot to consider, and I think that's fun. Okay, here we can take Plateau if we want to just continue on the mana plan. We can't get that with Polluted Delta, but would help. There's Unburial Rites, which is kind of interesting. It's good if we get Gifts Ungiven. Chandra's a good card. Could take Wrath of God. Could take Stern Scolding. I think I still just am not. None of these cards are so good that they make me really want to move in that direction. So I think I'm just gonna continue staying open and take Plateau. Yep. So greenless mid range. That's the plan. Okay, could take Lava Claw Reaches. Could take the Wandering Emperor. Could take Click. Could take Talisman of Dominance. Funnily enough, I actually think I want to take Lava Claw Reaches. Is that crazy? 6 lands to lead the draft. No, it's not crazy. We're doing it. I think it's actually correct here. Like, Talisman of Dominance is fine, but not that exciting. The Wandering Emperor is good, but it's double white. We aren't really. I mean, I guess we just could took a couple white lands, but I think I'm going to take Lava Claw Reaches. That is our third tapped land. We need to be a little bit aware of that. Man, now we get a pack that somehow has nothing, even though we're playing like all the colors. The card we would want is Maelstrom Pulse, but that means we have to be 5 colors, which we could just try to do, but I don't love that plan. White looks the most open. White and red both look open. What do we want to take here? I just don't think any of these white cards look that good. And to start, like, yeah, I'm not gonna play mono white or anything like that. Maybe it's Woe Strider, maybe it's Pulse. Honestly, I'm gonna take Pulse. I think we're more likely to be 5 color than to be like really in on Woe Strider. Okay, that's a late Kiki Jiki. That's interesting. We could take that. We just passed Deceiver Exarch though, which might not come around. The other option is Chart a Course. I'm not gonna take Blackleaf Cliffs here. That's we're fine on that. Chart a Course is interesting. Um, Bauble is okay. Chart versus Kiki is very interesting decision. I guess I'll go for the Kiki. High upside pick. It might not work. Oh wow! Immediately get rewarded with a Zealous Conscript. There's also Taiga, but yeah, let's just take this. That's sweet. Okay, so red's looking pretty open. I'll take Chain Lightning now. I think it's better than Bonfire. Definitely makes us more consistent. Okay, Questing Druid is good if we're playing green. I don't think we're super likely to play green though. Could take Gonti or Grim Lavamancer. Honestly, I think I like taking the Lavamancer here. Although maybe Questing Druid is good. Maybe we just should be playing green. Yeah, I'll take this and try to set up for potentially 5 color twin. Weird deck, but I think I like this plan. There's a subtlety. We have no blue cards though at the moment. Bloodthirsty Adversary is fine. I think I'm actually taking Subtlety still. We might not get there, but I would love to get there. Okay, Unburial Rites looks good, especially if we're twinning. I think there was a Deceiver Exarch going around. We'll see if that comes back. It does. Nice. Okay. Well, we have a plan. So now that we actually have a direction with the deck, let's take stock of our cards. So I think we want to be playing blue and red for sure. We have a lot of blue and red fixing, so we could just like not worry about green or white and just go a little bit more streamlined. We'll see. There's, oh wow, a lot of good stuff. Another fetch land, Shieldred. I mean, Emrakul is sweet, although I don't know if it's good for this deck. Teferi, Faithless Looting, Fiery Islet. I think I'm just taking the fetch though. Yeah, let's take the fetch line. This is just great. It finds both of our triomes. It doesn't find plateau, but that's fine. We may just cut white. Depends on what we get here, but I think fetch land, like a lot of good stuff here, but nothing that's so essential that we need it. Oh, actually, I don't want to cut white because we do have this Unburial Rites, but yeah, let's take the Misty Rainforest. Okay, love Dak Faden. Also Reanimate. Ooh, interesting. Do we pivot more towards Reanimator a little bit? And Fourth Air Lingus. Lots of good stuff here. I think I'm leaning towards Dak though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Dak. It's just so nice. I mean, there's even Fire Covenant's a real consideration here. Lots of amazing stuff, but I like Dak in combo decks. It lets us find churn through our deck. We can also like with Unburial Rites, it becomes better. We might wheel Faithless Looting. We might wheel Recurring Nightmare. I think Dak is very very good here, especially if we like move more and more in the combo direction. Crazy to pass Fourth Air Lingus. I love this card. I know it's great, but I think Dak Faden is better for this deck with its specific restrictions. Okay, not a. Oh, I mean, could just take Oliphant. It gets Roggen Triumph, Xander's Lounge, and Plateau. Could take like Queller. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is Oliphant. Dark Confidant's not amazing. Yeah, we'll take this. Now we see Dismember, Delighted Halfling, Shieldred's Edict, Talisman. A lot of considerations. I don't think I want Halfling. Yeah, I think if we're playing green, it's going to be a small splash, and honestly, we're probably not playing green. So maybe we want Talisman then, but we are kind of light on removal. Honestly, I'm just going to take Dismember. I think we just need a little bit of removal. Yeah, let's take this. Okay, there's a Bayou if we want to go in green, and a Pestermite if we just want to like solidify the twin thing. I think that this is likely to come around, but not guaranteed. And honestly, I'm just gonna take it. Yeah, I think this is just the right pick. Okay, a lot of options here. Abrade and Duress are the two best ones, I think. They're both really good. We're base red though. Black is like kind of a splash. So I think I like Abrade slightly more. Duress does protect our combo, which is kind of nice, but I still think Abrade is going to be better for this deck. Interesting. So there's Imperial Seal, which can set up our combo, or we could just take Probe. Imperial Seal is just like a weak card. It's not very strong. I think I would rather have Probe here. It lets us know if the coast is clear for the combo, which is pretty nice. Also, just a blue card for Subtlety if we end up getting there on Subtlety, which I would like to do. That would be a nice piece of interaction. Okay, not really anything I'm interested in here. I guess I'll take Talisman. That could be okay if we splash green. I don't really want Grave Titan. We don't have a good, like, we have a high curve, so Robber of the Rich doesn't look good. I love being a deck that, like, Robber of the Rich is good if your curve is low, and I like having low curve. So I wish this was good, but it's not. Let's just take the Talisman. I'm not going to splash green just for these two, but if we got, like, Minsc and Boo or Oko, we could do it. Or maybe even, Survival of the Fittest, weirdly. That's not a card I play too often, but in a combo deck like this, it could be good. Okay, these both wield, that's kind of funny. There's also Fiery Islet, Leyline Binding, and Looting, all of which look great. I think I'm just gonna cut green and then have like decent mana and play Looting, because this is just like a great card. Yeah, let's take the Looting. I think this is correct. This is the pack that had Reanimate and Recurring Nightmare, and they both got taken. It's kind of unfortunate, but not too bad. I guess I'll take Wall, which will be good if we end up playing white. There's Queller, which is also good if we play white, but actually Revelark looks great here. Yeah, I'll definitely bring in Revelark. It brings back Kiki-Jiki, most importantly, but it also brings back Pestermite and Deceiver Exarch. Okay, there's a Mind Stone, but I think I'll take Silent Clearing. We have a couple white cards we're pretty interested in. This deck looks really cool. Okay, I don't think Staff of Storyteller is that good. It does, I mean, it's good with Kiki-Jiki, I guess, but yeah, let's take the Talisman. Good pickup. We passed a few Talismans. I mean, we have one on our board, I guess, but having one that's double on color is significant improvement. Interesting deck, but I kind of like the lane we found. I mean, we're using all of these lands pretty well. We have a very good combo with some solid consistency. Kiki-Jiki, we don't have redundancy on this part of the combo. I mean, we can bring it back if it dies, so that's nice, but we don't have, I guess I'll take this. We don't have Splinter Twin or even Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That would be probably the number one pick. I would rather get Splinter Twin than Black Lotus in this deck, I think. Actually, wait. Enlightened Tutor is maybe good. Actually, right now it's not good at all. It's good if we get Splinter Twin, but right now it just finds Talisman, so yeah, we can move that one to the board. Okay. Colonnade, Bloodstained Mire, Stomping Ground for good fixing. Chrome Mox could be interesting. We're not a flash deck. I think I like just taking Bloodstained Mire. I do want some more fetchable lands. We have two Triomes, which is nice, but we don't have many untapped fetchable lands. I don't want to, but I guess we can just like hopefully get a Triome turn one most games, now that we have four fetch lands especially. And then, yeah, and then fetch basics after that and be mostly fine. Yeah, let's take Bloodstained Mire. Four fetch lands, baby. Love that. There's a Fable. That's great. I think we just take that. Lots of other cards that would be good here. I mean, some lands that could help. Airtie Resurrected, Grief maybe, but yeah, easy Fable. That's a really good pickup. It doesn't go infinite with these three cards, but it kind of does. It like we can pay one mana to make a 3/3 with haste, basically. So if you have even 4 or 5 lands, you can just swing for a massive amount of damage, and it's just like a very good card too. So one of the best things we could have gotten there, to be honest. Ooh, now we have a lot of options. Mana Vault is one, but I don't think this is a great deck for Mana Vault. It's a good card, though. I think it's probably the best card. But there's also Swords to Plowshares. And we're going to have pretty much, yeah, we have a great white mana. Yeah, let's just take Swords to Plowshares. Excellent removal spell. Sneak Attack, Pia, Teferi, Lingering Souls, all kind of tempting, but I think this is just the best card. So we'll take this and then try to wheel Lingering Souls. Okay, interesting. Once again a lot of great stuff. Imperial Recruiter can find Kiki Jiki. I think I might take that. Preordain is good for consistency. Um, Lightning Bolt, Fiend, Baleful Strike's all good. Sacred Foundry would be good, but we already have Plateau. Cathar Commander is fine, but not on the same level. I think it's really. I think I would take Imperial Recruiter over Bolt in this deck. So then the question becomes Recruiter or Preordain. Preordain is a blue card. Honestly, I think Recruiter's kind of likely to come around. I think if I could only take one card from this pack, I would take the Recruiter, but this is also incredible, and I think it's very, very likely that we'll be able to get the Recruiter on the wheel. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it and hope that this works. Okay, now we have Scrubland versus Talisman. Could take a board sweeper too. We don't have a ton of removal, but I think we're kind of in on the combo. Yeah, this is actually a nice pickup. We can fetch it with three of our four fetch lands. It gives us just a lot more consistent mana. Black is a very small splash. Actually, we're not even playing black other than one on Burial Rites right now. So yeah, I still think I'd rather take the land than take a double black card when we're like not playing that much black. Quick Zerta check. No, no, it doesn't work with Deceiver, Exarch, and Pestermite, so we'll take the scrub land. Okay, a lot of good stuff here. We could take our fifth fetch land, or one of these removal spells, or miscalculation. Our mana looks pretty good, honestly. I don't know how much we need more fixing. And then what do we take? Probably miscalculation. I do like removal, but I think, yeah, this also helps with the blue card count. We'll take the miscalc. Whoa, okay. Um, a lot of considerations here. Fury is just the best card. Maybe we should just take this because it's broken. There's also Troll of Cosmic Doom, which would help the mana, but I feel pretty good about the mana. Prismari Command is nice too, card selection, but I think Fury is just the pick here. Yeah, let's just go with the highest power level card. Okay, last fresh pack, so we're not going to get Splinter Twin, but still feeling pretty good about this. There's some fixing that could help. There's Embereth Shieldbreaker, and there's Comet. We also could get there on Golos. We need to get a green land, but that's like kind of tempting. I don't think I'm going to take it though. I think I like taking Comet Stellar Pup. Yeah, let's try this. There's a card that like very high variance, but it can be insane. Okay, they're Stomping Ground. That makes me kind of wish I'd taken the Golos, but I will take it. I'm not like I don't think I'm playing it right now. It doesn't help us. Well, I don't know. Maybe we just have a free green splash now. I don't think that Direfleet Daredevil does much, and nothing else is even close. So we'll take Stomping Ground. Um, could we backdoor into an Oath deck somehow? Cut the wall? No, I don't think so. I think I'd rather take Godless Shrine. I know we already have the Scrubland. Actually, you know what? I will take the Oath. I'm not going to play in the main deck, but it's a good sideboard card. I think there was something we wanted to wheel in this pack that we didn't. I don't think it's Pia. I don't think it's Wasteland with no ways to recur. Like, Wasteland would be fine, but Fatal Push looks really nice here. Yeah, let's take this. 17 land deck, I think. 17 lands plus Oliphant, so we need one more spell. How goes our green fixing if we have the Stomping Ground? One, oh, two, three. No, no, that's not good enough. So we're not playing green. Granted, it's you don't need that much. You don't need that many green sources for specifically questing druid, since the main version of the main side of it is green or is red. I still think we're probably not going for the splash. Another card we could play is Enlightened Tutor, now that it can find Fable, but I think that's too narrow. Nice. Okay, this is a card we actually really wanted to wheel. Very happy to see that coming around. They're splashing black for Unburial Rites and Fatal Push. That's kind of funny. Is there anything that's on the chopping block if we need to make one cut? I guess Comet. Yeah, I think every other card is completely uncuttable under any circumstances. So I guess that's a good place to be. Damnation is a nice sideboard card. I don't think Charming Scoundrel is that good. I'm not going to play Damnation in the main deck, but that's a very good thing to pick up for some matchups. I think our mana should be totally fine, even though we're playing four colors. Like we have so many. We have four fetch lands that all make all of our colors. We have two Triomes that make three of our colors. Wow, Forked Bolt's great. I almost don't even want to get a last pick that I need because then I have to cut another sweet card. I think we are cutting Comet. It just doesn't work with our overall game plan. I'll bring it in certain matchups, but I think we're pretty in on the combo here. And honestly, I really like the look of this Questing Druid. That's a card I'll play in this out of the board, I think. Um, we could cut Talisman of Conviction for Questing Druid. That might be better. Questing Druid is better the lower your curve is, though, and we do have a lot of fives. Hard to say. Um, okay, so let's. These are the cards that are on the fence. These four. Are there any cards in this main deck that are cuttable? I think all of the blue cards are good. I mean, we could cut Subtlety. We're a little bit light on blue cards for it. Yeah, maybe we cut Subtlety. It also keeps the curve down, or at least I'll put it in the maybe pile. Obviously, this Stomping Ground goes along with Questing Druid. First of all, does Stomping Ground help us anyways? I don't think so. All of our fetch lands already... Yeah, it doesn't help us. So, are there any other cards that are cuttable? I think Revelark and Unburial Rites are great here when we have Kiki Jiki. This finds the Kiki. All this card draw is good. Removal and interaction is good. Yeah, honestly, I don't think any of these cards are ever cuttable. So we can bring in 2 out of these. I don't think it's Comet. I think Comet is not really what we need. It's like... This just does a different thing. This is like good if you're trying to win with damage, but we're not really. Um, I don't think Talisman looks that great. It does fix a bit, but our fixing is already phenomenal, and we have no 4-drops. The main use for Talismans is to go turn 2 Talisman, turn 3 4-drop, but we literally have none, so I don't think this is that good. So out of these 3, which do we want? Maybe we play these 2 and just have a little bit more card draw. I think I like this plan. Alright, let's see how this looks. So sort by color. So heaviest red by a lot, then blue. We have 2 black cards, 3.5 white cards, 1 green card. So definitely want to make sure our red and blue are good. We also have no double blue. Yeah, our fixing is going to be so good here. Okay, so if we did this. For red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's amazing. We could go down 1 if we needed to. 12, we could honestly go down 2, but we just don't need to do that. For blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's fine, but I don't want to cut the basic. For white, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's totally fine. Probably could cut the basic planes, honestly. Sign of a good mana base. For black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could definitely cut the swamp. And for green, we have 1. Just Stomping Grounds are only fetchable land. So 1, 2. We have only 3 green sources, but we're like basically not playing green. We could actually play a forest, but I think I'm just going to play... I'll definitely play 1 more mountain. Play 1 plains, and I actually will play forest. I really don't think we need this swamp for a deck that's basically not playing black. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black sources still. Yeah, that's totally fine. Our fixing is phenomenal. We could go down 1 land, since our fixing is so good, and we have Oliphant. Curve is kind of low, but not that low. Maybe we cut land for Talisman, though. I think I like that plan. We don't play the forest, we play Talisman instead. If we're playing... No, I don't want to play Pulse, though. I don't want to play cards that actually make us have green mana. Okay, I think we run it like this. This deck looks awesome. 4 or 5 color Kiki Jiki. We have Kiki and Fable of the Mirror Breaker for that part of the combo. Conscripts, Exarch, and Pestermite for the other part of the combo. Tons of cheap removal with like Swords, Fatal Push, Chain Lightning, Forked Bolt, and even Fury. So we have 5, 0, or 1 mana removal spells. And then we have pretty good card draw too, between like Preordained, Wall, Questing Druid, Fable, Imperial Recruiter, Dak. These all just help us to turn through our deck. Yeah, this deck looks really good. In some matchups, we'll go in a slightly different direction. bring in Maelstrom Pulse, Oath of Druid, and Damnation, and cut some of the creatures, like cut Wall of Omens, Questing Druid, maybe even Oliphant. Probably not Oliphant, but like there'll be some matchups where we know Oath will be constantly triggering, where we'll do that. But for game one, we'll run like this. We don't have Splinter Twin, but otherwise this deck is honestly incredible. I'll see you in round one. All right, we're on the play here against an Endless Epidemic, intense name. Yeah, we can keep this hand. We can keep it. Dealing ourselves a bit of damage here. There's a few options. First of all, do we want to? Well, I guess I'll probe first. I'm gonna probe and see what the situation is. This will tell us, among other things, like what lands we need to get, how cavalier we can be with our life total, if we need to hold up Chain Lightning for next turn. Like just a lot of good information here. If they played Force of Will on this, I would be thrilled. I don't think we have an untapped blue source we can get with Oliphant. Probably getting Rogren Triome with this. Okay, so they're playing blue white control, like blue white artifact control. I think I'm just gonna play Xander's Lounge. That was yeah. We'll play Xander's Lounge past turn. No rush to get this Questing Druid into play. Next turn I'm just gonna main phase cycle Oliphant, grab our other Triome and play it. They do have the old Bauble plus Talisman or Mentor plus Bauble line, which is kind of nice, but hopefully we just kill them so we don't even care about their board. Okay, another fetch land, sure. Still gonna cycle this and just get Rogren Triome. Wait a second. We like are almost out of lands for this to even find now that I think about it, but I'm pretty sure we have at least one black-white land. But I will probably use this to fetch next turn so that we can get wow, okay. I mean yeah, we have good mana. I guess we already knew that though. Yeah, we're fine on let's take this and play Imperial Recruiter. And do we just want to find Kiki? I think we'll just grab Kiki. Kind of gives it away what our plan is, but still think that's the right line. Now they're gonna play Bauble. Either go Karn or Bauble into Mentor. Either one is fine. There's Mentor. Here comes Bauble. Yep. Totally fine. We're just gonna play Burst or Chain Lightning on their Mentor and then pass with Questing Druid up. On Burial Rites. Interesting draw. Not gonna go for that here though. So we'll just go red, Chain Lightning, kill this. So I'm going to tap and then pass. And I'm going to play Questing Druid. It's kind of weird because we actually want to, we probably want to play Kiki next turn. But, and we, like, if we hit cards off of this, we can't play Kiki and whatever we hit off of this. I think I'm still going to play the Druid, though. I don't want to just have all my eggs in the Kiki basket. We should, like, especially against a white deck, they could exile it, which means we can't bring it back with Unburial Rites. So we might want to try and save this for when we can just win immediately. We'll see what we hit off of the Questing Druid. So they're holding Flooded Strand, oh no, they use Flooded Strand. So they're holding Karn and a bunch of unknowns. If they just play Karn and plus or something, I think we're fine with that. Our other option, we could even just go on Burial Rites, bring back an elephant, but I think that's not correct. Yeah, that's not correct. So we'll fire off this Questing Druid, Staff of the Storyteller. That is a good card here, but it's pretty slow. Very good with Mentor, of course, but it's pretty slow. If they're trying to play like a slow to grindy game, I think that's fine. I'm just gonna take 2 here. I think this Recruiter can do better than preventing 2 damage, especially since we might be able to clone it with Kiki. Opponents representing counter magic, of course. Let's fire this off. Lands, Dak Faden. Okay, not bad. We'll play those. So I think I'm just gonna play Questing Druid because we're planning on playing Dak Fade, and we don't need to play Preordain this turn. So we'll do it like this so we get to grow our Druid. They counter this, that's fine. Spell Queller is a bit more annoying, but still not terrible. But they do have some flyers now. Pass turn. So we're still at 15. Yeah, I think it should be fine. We do need to find some action though with a well, I mean we still have the Kiki Jiki copy this for Pastor Might plan to just try to win. Um, I think I will go for Preordain first. Seasoned Dungeoneer. That is medium scary. The scariest thing about it is that they can put counters on their flyers next turn. Taking out my Druid. Okay. They come in with everything, so we can take the initiative back. I think I will do that. I'm taking 5, which I don't like, but taking back the initiative seems pretty powerful. So I'm going to start with a Preordain. Well, those are both bad. So is that, jeez. Okay, now we'll play Kiki Jiki. Are we going to be dead on... Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're okay here. We're going to lose our... Dude, yeah, interesting spot. I'm going to take the Deceiver Exarch. Attack with both, so we take back the initiative. It's key that we take back the initiative, or it's good to take back the initiative for a few reasons. But number one, I don't want them to put 2 counters on one of their flyers here. So they block like that. Take this on board. So now we take the initiative, which doesn't really do much, but whatever. Grab an island. We stop them from having the initiative. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, so they would have to trigger prowess 3 times. I don't think they can do that, most likely. And then we have the kill, so they need to have something. And we can even kill them if they kill. We have the kill even if they destroy Kiki Jiki. But we cannot win if they exile Kiki Jiki or if they counter Deceiver Exarch. Ooh, that is kind of scary because it gives them some nice prowess triggers. So they're up to 8 power on board. They can play Karn and make it 9. Okay. No! Lotus for the win. Tragic. That's exactly lethal. Man. Alright, so we fall in game 1. Very, very close. Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay, still lethal. I forgot about that though, actually. So maybe, well, yeah, we could have left back our dude to block the monk. That would have not even helped us though. Hard to say. Close game. We got at exactly 0 with the kill ready for next turn. Unfortunate. Do we want to make any changes here? They're like blue-white tempo, kind of control, kind of tempo. I think I'm just going to run back the main deck for game 2 here. Should be a pretty good matchup. That's a tilting loss. We were so close. If only we didn't have to spend so much mana, so much life on our lands. Okay, I'm going to keep... I'm not going to play Probe on turn 1 here. It doesn't really accomplish anything. It's not going to change what we do. Please just pass. Okay, that's fine. No crazy Black Lotus stuff, please. Their deck is capable of turn 1 Seasoned Dungeoneer. Okay, wall is not bad, but we're definitely holding up Miscalc here. That is great news for us. I'm just going to play Dak and steal that. I guess there's a chance we're supposed to probe first, to see if they have Spell Pierce, and also to see if we still need to hold it. Yeah, that we should have played probe first here. Um, I think there's like at least a 90% chance we're still going for this, but it could change our information set. Now I'm not going to probe though. It doesn't change anything now. I'm just thinking we might end up discarding probe to the DAC if we like really like the rest of our hand, basically. Key turn here. Shields are down. They play Skull Clamp. That is one of the least scary things they could have played. Let's loot. Wow, good value. I think I'm going to discard both of these two. I'm going to play Wall. Land Wall. And then I'm going to probe for mana and pass with Mizcal Cup. And this is like, I mean, I certainly don't want to say it's unlosable, but we're in a phenomenal position against almost anything they could have. Okay, we'll pass back. If they just go Island Urza, I think I probably will miscalc it. Yeah, we should definitely miscalc Urza if they play it. Now we could steal their Skull Clamp, but that doesn't do too much. I'll probably loot one more turn first. Okay, yeah, let's loot for sure. Our hand is surprisingly bad given the amount of card draw that we've done. Wow, those are bad too. Um, okay, just gonna discard these two, play Stomping Ground tapped and pass, planning on cycling the Xander's Lounge end of turn. Could also, of course, flashback Faithless Looting, but I think I'm gonna hold Faithless Looting as long as we have Dax still going. That's fine. I probably am gonna just steal that actually. I care about that more than Skull Clamp. It is a little bit annoying that both of our burn spells are sorcery speed, so they will be able to kill our deck if we go for this. I think that's honestly fine though. Let's play Preordain. Okay. Bottom, top. Dack to steal. Oh wait, no, this actually does work. If Dack steal this, they have to play Subtlety in response if they want to, and then we can get them. So go to second main. If they want to get the 3/3 down, we can Chain Lightning it. Yeah, this is just domination. This is more how I drew it up. They don't go for it. Okay, so now the question is, do we just jam Kiki Jiki? They could kill it, but then we can bring it back with Unburial Rites. It's also much more mana efficient. I think I'm going to go for it. Like, if we draw a card and they do get lost, that's fine. Okay, good thing we waited on the land. Very, very good position. We're just so far ahead on board. We've stolen two of their talismans. We've looted through a bunch of bad stuff. They kill our Kiki Jiki, but we have Unburial Rites to return it at some point. And we can also just win a fair game easily. They're holding Subtlety and one Unknown. This may be one of the relatively rare situations where I just play main phase Questing Druid. Yeah, let's go for it. Well, actually, I'll start with Dak. Okay, interesting. Um, I think I'm just discarding two lands, honestly. Well, we kind of want land. Maybe we discard Forked Bolt land. Yeah, I'll discard these two. I'll play main phase. No, we'll play. I don't really want to play a creature into their Subtlety, is the thing. So I don't love playing Recruiter, so let's just go Questing Druid to start. Island Dismember. Okay, well, that makes me want to get the Subtlety out so we can play the Dismember. So we'll play Island, play Questing Druid. and play Imperial Recruiter. And they can subtlety it if they want to. We'll just put the thing back on top. Yep. This is just such domination. Kill your subtlety, paying 2 life. Growing our dude again. We'll pass. They have 1 card. We have the do we have enough mana to kill them next turn? That would take 3 plus 3 plus 4. 3 plus 3 plus... Yeah, I think we have exactly enough mana to kill the next turn. If we have an untapped land, we can get with Misty Rainforest. That is not going to do it, my friend. Do we have an untapped land to get with Misty Rainforest? I don't think we do, actually. We might not even have any lands to get at all. That's bad. We should have discarded Silent Clearing, of course, in hindsight. Still, I don't think we can lose this game. Even if we don't kill them this turn, we'll be totally fine. In fact, I think it's not even correct to go for the kill. We should just kill their Seasoned Dungeoneer, but take the initiative, reach a position where we can never ever lose. Deck. Discard these 2, I guess. Then I'll go land, map token onto this to trigger Revolt. No, I won't put that in my graveyard. Then I will Fatal Push, kill Seasoned Dungeoneer. They should have probably equipped Skull Clamp here. Although, of course, we could have stolen their Skull Clamp. Now let's attack for 5. If their last card is a removal spell, they get to keep the initiative, but they also have nothing left. Oh, well, yeah. Slight imprecisions here. Oh, they do have something interesting. Okay, that is fine. Good thing we didn't go for the combo, though. If they exiled the Kiki Jiki, that actually would have been annoying. So let's Recruiter, grab Pestermite. Or just maybe, I guess, just grab Deceiver Exarch, because it's slightly harder to kill. And pass turn. They get the Scry 2. But yeah, there's just absolutely no way they can win here. Like, so they need to so much to have. Like, so first of all, they need to sweep our board or like take out the Deceiver Arc. But then Revel Arc can bring back both parts of the combo. So this is a 1-card win. So they need to like exile our graveyard too somehow. Sweep our board, exile our graveyard, and then we still probably win with Lava Claw Reaches. We lose a very close game, then we just absolutely dominate in a very satisfying one, and we'll have to determine the outcome in game 3. So, there's some instant speed interaction with Get Lost, March, Subtlety. Good to know about that stuff. I don't think I want a Subtlety of my own, although it does get a little bit better on the draw. I don't think I want Comet. I don't think I want Maelstrom Pulse. Thundermaw is good against the initiative, but I still think it's not correct here. Yeah, I think we're just running back. Is there any chance we want another Talisman over Pestermite? No, I like having these creatures are good against Seasoned Dungeoneer, which is one of their scariest things. Fury's worth it. Oliphant's worth it. Maybe, honestly, I'm going to cut the Probe, I think. It just doesn't do that much. Now that we don't have Subtlety, we don't need it that badly. I think just being a bit faster is nice, especially when we're on the draw. Oof. Oliphant's almost a land, but it's not quite, so we cannot keep this. This hand is keepable. It's not great. Let's put back Basic Island, because these are both getting Triomes, presumably, which are blue. Okay, so on the draw on a mulligan is not where we want to be, of course. Caracas is also scary. That's good against Kiki Jiki. We can play around it maybe, but good. That's a problem. Drawing another burn spell is not great either. This is like not really the game we need to be playing early on in this matchup. Although maybe that's actually not even true. Maybe these are good. Okay, Talisman, sure. We don't have a DAC to steal it this time. We'll get a black source, I think, here. Looting is kind of interesting. Let's just play Land Talisman, though. Alright, big moment here. If they played Seasoned Dungeoneer, it's going to be tough. We can kill the Dungeoneer without a problem, but it's just going to be hard for us to take back the initiative. I really hope they pass with Subtlety up. Okay, nice. So untap. We draw another brick. I'm going to play Looting. Okay. Discard these two. And yeah, I'll keep both fetches. This can get black-white, so I might just get basic island here. We do need to make sure we get enough red. So if we get island here, we probably need to try to get... Well, okay, I'm just not going to play Pastormite if they don't play Seasoned Dungeoneer. I would love to be able to just crack this and get a Triome. Although... Oh yeah, and then this can get red-white land, so we can still get our third red. So yeah, if they just pass, I'll grab a tapped land, and I'm happy with that exchange. Retrofitter Foundry. Okay, don't really care about that. We could just go for the kill if we think we can top deck a Kiki Jiki, but I don't think that's correct. So let's grab Rogren Triome here. Untap. Dak Faden's a good one. But the thing is, they definitely have Subtlety. So I think I'm not going to go for it here. I'm going to let them make a 1-1 and then go for Dak next turn. We can tap them out of blue mana. We can no longer tap them out of blue mana. That's too bad. So I think what we do is we just play Pastormite. They're going to probably put it on top. Yeah, I think they're going to Subtlety this, which is not great. Spell Queller. That actually is much better for us. Plateau or Scrubland? Probably Plateau. Mountain, okay. So we can play Fury. Or we could play Dak. We could play Dak, kill this. No, I think we want to just play Fury. Maybe not, actually. Like, Dak... The body of Fury is not that good here. I think I'm still going to go for it, though. Well, yeah, yeah, it lets us get back our Pastormite and just take the advantage on the board. I think that's worth it. If they play Subtlety and pitch a blue card, they're out of cards. Then all we need to worry about is the Retrofitter Foundry. So we could Chain Lightning, kill our Queller, get back our Pastormite, and then just take out the Retrofitter Foundry, or steal the Retrofitter Foundry with Dak next turn. They would be able to kill our Dak then, but I think that's fine, especially with Faithless looting in the graveyard to loot. Okay, that resolves. Let's target this and this. They can, of course, sack this one, so that doesn't actually do too much for us, but better than nothing. Oh, they don't do it. Sure. Cast Pastormite. I guess I'll just tap Caracas. I don't think untapping land really makes much sense here. We could have held the mountain there, potentially. I think this is fine, though. They shuffle, so they're going to get a fresh 3 cards with Sensei's Divining Top. We could Chain Lightning their 1-1 here, but I really don't think that's necessary. Yeah, let's just pass. Interesting position. I think we're probably very slightly behind here, actually, but at least 40% to win. I mean, it depends on what they top deck, of course, but they get a lot of card selection with the Sensei's Divining Top, and this will be a problem if we can't DAC it soon. Next turn, I guess we do just go DAC minus on this and see how they respond, then maybe use Chain Lightning to clean up their board. If we can steal this and have DAC still in play, I love our position. Okay, they play Urza. That construct is pretty big, and it's only going to get bigger, and they can bounce their Urza with Caracas, so that's pretty scary. On tap. Imperial Recruiter. Well, that sets us up for the kill, kind of. The problem is they have this Caracas, which is so annoying. I think I'm gonna start by just playing DAC, or by playing, yeah, I'll play the DAC first. Play around, well, I guess it plays around Reprieve slightly. But we can Kiki copy Fury too. Like, we don't have to necessarily go infinite for that to be pretty good. So let's steal Retrofitter Foundry. They can make a 1-1 in response if they want to. Imperial Recruiter is very good in this deck. I feel like they should be going wide here rather than, like, they could try to make a 4-4, but I think it's, okay, they are going big rather than wide. I think that's fine. I mean, that does give them a flyer. I guess that was their justification for it. So we could kill their flyer if we want to really prioritize keeping DAC in play, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we'd rather just play Imperial Recruiter, grab our Kiki, and pass. Do we want to attack with Fury? No. I don't want to trade Fury with Construct because we're trying to copy Fury. They probably should have bounced their Urza. Well, they could have bounced Urza end of turn to get another Construct. Maybe they want to be spinning Urza, though. Preordain is a little scary. I'm definitely happy to see bottom. They know they can't tap their Caracas here. Okay, they're still looking for some action. They have a lot of mana, though. Keep in mind that they can tap their top and their creatures, their artifact creatures for mana with Urza. What are we hoping to draw here? Okay, Thraben Inspector doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just on Kiki copy Fury. That was poor sequence. Oh, wait, this only triggers when they make creature tokens, I think. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, they have a lot of stuff, but Fury will be good. Our second Fury, rather. Okay, I think I'm going to just chump block the 6/6. 6 damage is a lot. And then Dak dies. Bloodstained Mire, okay. So we'll go land. Kiki Jiki. And, I mean, we obviously can't, well, if we just make a Pestermite, it doesn't do anything. So, I think I'm actually going to pass now. And then in my upkeep, or in their upkeep, I'll copy Fury. And if they bounce our thing end of turn, we can copy Fury. Okay, they don't go for it, so yeah. Now let's just copy this Fury. We can't kill their Urza. I mean, we can, but, well, we could. I guess if we tried to kill Urza and they Karakas it back, we could threaten to kill them next turn with the combo. I still think it's better to just clean up their board though. Yeah, I think this is a better line. Interesting song and dance here where we have an infinite combo on board, but they have Karakas and like neither one can like yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. We can just grab the red land and make a Thopter here, which isn't terrible. It chump blocks at least. They can't really attack though. Yeah, I think we're in a very good position. Seasoned Dungeoneer, medium scary, but not too bad. As I mean, if we could just keep on copying Fury every turn, we will win. We also win if we top deck Zealous Conscripts or Pestermite. We can copy Fury, kill Seasoned Dungeoneer, attack with Fury. They either we take the initiative or we get to kill off another one of their creatures. They don't have any attacks. I think we're in a good spot. I think we're actually not going to combo kill in this game, probably just because of that Karakas, but that is okay. Um, what do we have to do? I don't want to have a fetch land later that doesn't get anything, but we don't have any. Okay, yeah, whatever. We'll just get Scrubland, make a 1/1. And actually, making a 1/1 is not bad in a game where initiative is relevant. Haha. Okay, good draw. I think that should just kill them. So we'll go Deceiver Exarch, tap Karakas. Oh, whoops. And then if it's tapped, we can just kill them. And if they in response bounce our Fury, we can also kill them in response, and that is game. All right, sweet first match. That was a very interesting one. We're 1-0. I'll see you in round two. All right, we're on the play against Marcio Costa for round two. Wow, we have almost no basics in our deck. I think we have one more basic in our entire deck. That is wild, but it's still a good hand. We can keep it. Crazy that we can have. That's the thing. When you have so few basics, it's actually fine. Like if we draw four basics, that's gonna be like multiple colors because we just don't have that many in our deck. Funny mana base here. But yeah, we'll just play Island Preordained. Sometimes I like to hold Preordained, but in this case, we kind of know what we want, which is just like stuff that builds towards our combo. So, all right, good spots. A Braid into Dak is pretty nice. No Soul Ring for us to kill. Okay. Wall, interesting. I think I'll play the wall instead of holding up Dak or holding up a Braid. Pretty good draw. Oliphant. This might be a cast Oliphant game. Although we could also cycle it to get a black source if we need it. Lorien revealed. Wait, and I got just a basic island. Happy to see that. So we, of course, best case scenario here is just they play basically any artifact. Like land talisman would be so nice. We just get to Dax, steal it, untap, start looting. If they pass with mana up, do we play Dak? Okay, that is what happens. Interesting. Yeah, okay, I'll probe for life. That's a really nice draw, actually. So they have days. That is a good one to know about. In that case, we're not going to go for anything here. We're just going. Yeah, so Dak Fade. Yeah, actually, Narset is pretty annoying in this spot. Very good against the Dak, of course. I think I will just cycle this. We could even play the looting now, but I think maybe we do want to play Faithless Looting, actually. Because if they play Narset, our hand is so bad. But the problem is then we don't have black mana, and I do think I want black mana. Yeah, okay. They could play Narset. It's not great. I think this is still the correct line. Just do this and pass, and like they'll get their Narset down. We'll yeah, it's too bad that we didn't have. Or yeah, the days is annoying there. So we'll see if they go for land Narset. I don't want them to do that, but I think it's pretty likely. It'll also be interesting to see if they go Saga Narset or if they keep the Saga for later. Best case scenario is they just play Saheeli. Actually, I guess best case scenario is they play Lotus Field and pass, and they don't even have days up anymore. Okay, they do play the Saga. Then here comes Narset, probably. Oh no, is it Saheeli? Excellent. Okay. I mean, it's still kind of annoying, but we get to get at least one loot off with Dak, and that will really help us to find some action. Okay, so I'm not going to play into days. Do we want to shock here? Honestly, yeah, I'm not too worried about my life total, and I might want to loot away these lands. Okay, discard land, and then play Faithless Looting. Is that correct? No, let's just discard land looting. And pass. So now if they play Narset, they can't use the Saga. And if they don't play Narset, we get to just keep looting, which would be great. We can eventually find our action, especially with Revlark in hand. Okay, they just pass. So they're not playing Narset. Interesting. All right, one tap. Let's loot again. Um, what red lands do we? What red fetchable lands do we have? I don't want to like. Honestly, let's just discard this. Well, do we want to get a Triome? Maybe getting, yeah, actually getting a Triumph does seem kind of nice. So I'll just discard two more basics. Play this. Pass. With lots of stuff up, including Fatal Push and Abrade for their constructs and Questing Druid. I kind of want them to make another construct. Yeah, I'm happy to see that. We'll see though. They can get a land, like a Mox, and then play land Narset if they want to. These constructs will become pretty big with a Narset, but I'm not too worried about them. We have ways to kill them that don't even care about their toughness, and we have Dak Faden, which can steal them. Fair enough. Lotus Field is interesting. They could be playing Balance. They could be playing Candelabra of Tawnos. They can turn one of their creatures into a Black Lotus and have tons of mana this turn if they want to. This deck is so good at drawing cards. We've gone through half of our deck already. Okay, they play their Narset now. That's fine. I mean, well, actually, wait. Let's fire off the Questing Druid in response. We could find a miscalc here, which I would want to play. What would be annoying is if we hit our Triome, but I also don't want to use this yet because I want to be able to hold it up as days insurance. Oh, interesting. Well, that is just literally the combo. The problem is they have days up. Um, Also, wait, can this even get an untapped land? I really hope it can. Okay, nice. So we'll get Scrubland. We have our third red, so we're still okay on that front. think I'm just going to jam this now. They're going to play their days, which is fine. Actually, maybe, no, this was not correct, because now their construct is going to become bigger than our wall. Yeah, there's the days, so slight misplay. Again, I'm not worried about this getting days, because we have the Revel Arc. Now we need to decide if we want to keep our Dak in play. Dak does, well, I might just let them kill our Dak. I like the idea of copying wall to keep the cards flowing. We definitely need to at least cast the, oh man, Mox Opal is an annoying hit. We need to at least cast the Kiki. We can't let it stay in exile. It's fine if it gets countered, but we need it to not be in exile. So we can go Plateau plus Fatal Push, one of their big constructs. Do we just let them kill the Dak? I mean, stealing their construct seems nice. Trinket Mage, okay. Their deck is kind of gross. I mean, lots of ways to find Black Lotus, and then like Saheeli to copy Black Lotus. Retrofitter Foundry. If they get Tolarian Academy, we'll be in rough shape. Okay, so would we rather Dak steal one of their things or get to copy our wall with Kiki Jiki? I think keeping Dak is better. It's close, but I think keeping Dak is better. It's going to die next turn, probably, but ooh, another good draw, but we still know we have to do this turn. Starts with stealing this. Then we go land. Kiki Jiki. We could copy this now. I think I'm going to hold. And I think I'm going to just Fatal Push this now. It does give them a little bit of information, but I really don't want them to counter this. I think in my end step, I'm going to copy this construct. Maybe not actually. If they use a removal spell in the construct, that's fine. So it looked like they're mono blue. They're just playing Lorien Revealed for value, not for fixing. Fair enough. So I mean, we're threatening the kill next turn. Unlikely that I'll just jam into a bunch of open mana. We'll see what they hit here off of the Narset. And the annoying thing is they're going to play Retrofit or Foundry and then leave up open mana for using the Foundry, probably, which it just makes it harder for us. We just aren't going to be sure if we can go for the combo or not. And Probe is gone, so we don't get that information either. Question Drew's been great so far. It's like a solid 3-for-1 usually. I guess the scary thing would be if they played a draw 7. Specifically, if they played, well, actually, yeah, either draw 7. But Time Twister would shuffle our graveyard in too, which would be even worse. Oh no. Right now, they don't have mana for that. They're 1 mana short. It's huge that they had to return a land to their hand with days. Please no High Tide. Oh man, I'm scared. Oh wait, they can copy. Yeah, they can copy one of their things. Man. So they're gonna get to take out our hand and our graveyard. Yeah, nothing we can do about this right now, unfortunately. And then they're gonna draw a new hand. We're gonna draw 1 card. There is actually a lot of draws that would win. I mean, we have 3 combo cards plus Imperial Recruiter, which could find a combo card. So we have 4 different things that would win the game instantly. But we only get 1 draw. And we can't loot with Dak because of... Oh my god! Huge blunder. They needed to float mana first. And they did. Wow, that's crazy. They needed to float mana first. Now they can't kill us. Or they... Oh, well, Definitely can't kill us. They also can't play Time Spiral. They will be able to play it next turn. We can take their... They should not make this attack. That does not work the way you want it to, my friend. We can steal their Mox Opal, which will take them off of Time Spiral also for next turn. We could also just go for the kill. It's kind of close. I mean, well, we're taking their mana either way. So what are our options? Go for Revelark and just go for the kill is one. We could just disrupt them. Go Dax, steal your Mox, Dax, steal your Retrofitter Foundry, Abrade, kill your Mox Opal, play Fable. That's much better against the counter spells. I think I will start with... Yeah, I'm not going to go for the kill. It's close, but I think it's not correct to go for it. So let's do... Start with Dak, or start with Abrade. Destroy target artifact targeting Mox Opal. Because this is... Number one priority is taking this Mox Opal off the board. Because that will give them Time Spiral next turn. If they counter this, then we'll steal this with Dak. If this resolves, we'll steal the Retrofitter Foundry. Okay, nice. Now give me that Foundry. They can make a dude if they want, that's fine. Still terrifying if they have Tolarian Academy. Okay, nice. Now let's play this tapped. And yeah, I guess we just jam Fable. We can also actually start attacking their Planeswalkers, I think. So if this resolves, we make a Goblin Shaman. I'll copy that with Kiki and attack their Planeswalkers with both. Looks like they do have a counterspell. Cryptic Command, counter bounce. Just counter draw. Okay. This is exactly why we went for this line. If we'd gone for the Revelark Evoke line, it would have been much worse. Okay, pass turn. They have 4 mana, so even after they play land, they will not be able to do their thing. I think I'm actually going to attack their Narset here. They're killing our Dak here either way. I also just don't even care about Dak. They need to... Okay, they triple block. Quadruple block. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm just going to... So this loses the Dak, but I think that's fine. I'm just going to copy this so that it kills a third one of their creatures and just takes a lot of their permanents off the board. Yeah, this just looks a little safer. We're still going to lose our Dak, but... Yeah, this seems like a good position. They can't play Time Spiral. We still are threatening to kill. We're able to develop a manland. So, like, it's beginning to get to a point where we actually are okay, even if they do Time Spiral with Narset in play. Of course, if they just play Time Spiral normally, it's much better. I guess Lotus Field Time Spiral, that's their combo. I don't know if they're playing Storm stuff, or if they're just playing Time Spiral to nuke hands with Narset. Interesting that they didn't play Lotus Field. That's kind of scary, because it might mean they have a 5 mana play. So now they kill our Dak, and then we need to decide what to do on our turn. Basically, like, do we go for the kill? And I kind of think we do. Oh, no. They have a Lotus Petal. That sucks. Okay, so now they can play Time Spiral. We're going to get a new hand. They're also going to just keep Saheela. Yeah, this is bad. Again, we have 4 draws that just win instantly. I don't think we had a better line here. We draw Oliphant. Oliphant is not good, of course. The question is, do we want to cast it? I guess we do cast it, because we can copy it with Kiki and start getting in. Yeah, I think Oliphant's actually fine. Maybe not. Maybe we... Okay, I guess the real question is, are we all in on comboing? Or do we think we can just win by killing their planeswalkers and attacking with an elephant? Hard to say. I kind of think we are all in on comboing, actually. I just don't think that's a viable plan to win. They're gonna make so many 1/1s. Like, yeah, Olafon has trample, but they can just block it with a bunch of stuff. They get another Lotus. Jeez. Okay. Well, probably gonna fall here in game one. Crazy game one. It's only turn 7, but it feels like it's been much longer because we've been threatening lethal for a while. Okay, they have 11 mana. They're just gonna go super wide with these servos. This is a good. Their deck is a good deck for Saheeli. Okay, Crack Clue is surprising. I'm happy to see that. So if we cycle Oliphant, it does slightly increase our chances from 4 and 29 to 4 and 28 to just win. Also, we can use a land fairly effectively with Retrofit or Foundry in play. Okay, they are playing Candelabra. Are they playing High Tide too? This is actually probably a pretty rough matchup because we don't have much counter magic. We don't really have any interaction for their combo, and they do have good interaction for our combo. Don't think any of these cards in the sideboard look good either. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay, they're going deep. They're definitely a combo deck. I don't think we have anything for this matchup. There goes our deck. So then, yeah, the question is, do we? It's just so likely that they have like Cryptic Command or something. Still think we. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cycle this. This actually cycle. This gives us one more look. We can't cycle it on our turn, but we can cycle it on their turn. Probe. Okay, that's terrible. Yeah, we can't even do that. So let's just cast Questing Druid. Pass. And then we need them to brick insanely hard. But that's possible. Replay Urza Saga, okay. Still have a fair number of draws that would win the game if they don't have counter magic. They don't do anything. That's weird. Let's cycle this. Revelark, not great. I think we do cast Revelark. Among other things, it grows our Questing Druid, which is nice. Now it can block their things profitably. Looks like this is getting countered. Cryptic Command. Subtlety. That sucks. I think we need to bottom this. Yeah, I think we're going to bottom this. I think we need to just find our combo. So now the question is, do we crack this fetch land? It shuffles Revelark into the deck and takes a land out of it. I think that's a good exchange. We have, wait, do we even have another land we can get though? We have Plateau, Scrubland, and both of our Triomes, and our island. Yeah, I don't think we have any lands that we can get with this, unfortunately. So probably just shouldn't have played it then. The only way it will matter, I'm just gonna take this. The only way it will matter is if they shuffle our graveyard in again and we can find the Relgrin Triome. Dismember, interesting. Okay, do we want to just play Probe to grow our druids? They're gonna make a huge construct. Geez, no, I don't think we do that. I think we just pass. Do not like our position, of course, but them's the breaks. I guess I'll send in this in case they do something weird. I don't know. Maybe they'll trade with a servo instead of blocking with a crab. Nope, good play. And now the Retrofitter Foundry actually gives me some hope. They can make these huge creatures, but they don't have trample. I don't know. It's pretty unlikely. We would need. Oh, they can. That's kind of sweet. They can untap their Urza Saga and make another thing with Candelabra. Cool play. I still think we're actually in an okay position if they can't. Like, we get a few more draws at least. And again, we still have four draws that just win us the game. Getting it on our first turn was unlikely, but at this point, we've gotten a few looks. The Narset does also turn off our redraws, but if we can get rid of the Narset, then we have like a lot more outs. Make another thing. Then they can untap and make yet another thing. Okay, maybe maybe we're gonna die pretty quickly actually. We can make a bunch of chump blockers, but that's a lot of 13/13s. Wild game. We're still very much in it though. We have a lot of draws that just win. Yeah, you get to your Urza Saga. Their deck plays Urza Saga very well. Black Lotus to find, Candelabra to untap it, Saheeli to make their creatures huge. Oh wait, Kiki Jiki is really good with Retrofitter Foundry. Yeah, that's cool. All right, they play yet another land. Hopefully they're just holding lands. Okay, so how do we want to proceed? I think I want to dismember the subtlety. So we can go 2 mana make a dude, 3 mana untap, 2 mana make a dude, use subtlety, or 3 mana make a dude, two mana make a dude, 3 mana dismember and not untap. It's kind of close. I guess first we'll just go to blocks. Oh, no, okay, I'll copy make a servo. Go to blocks. Sack the servo that's gonna get sacked either way. Well, it doesn't actually matter. And then dismember this. I don't think I want to pay life here, actually. I think I'm gonna just not pay any life. Or maybe we pay. We need to leave up five. We need to pay a lot of life. Yeah, I'm gonna not pay any life. Actually, no. I will pay 2 life. Yeah, I think that's right. Because then we can untap this and then sack this Thopter too. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, we should not have done it in this order. Now we get wrecked by Mana Leak for no reason, but okay. So yeah, Retrofitter Foundry can kind of keep pace, or at least like do a decent job. Like we didn't actually lose any creatures from that. In fact, we made a creature. And we have 2 flyers now, so we can actually kill their planeswalkers, funnily enough. Wait, yeah, maybe we're just like kind of okay here, even though they played Time Spiral with Norset in play. We need to have 4 blockers next turn. Boom! Let's go! Let's go. I'm actually gonna probe for life here, just to make sure the coast is clear. I don't know if it changes anything. Maybe we have to just go for it anyways. Do they have Force of Will? Blue card. No, they don't. Wow. I mean, again, not that wasn't like a crazy lucky draw. I guess drawing it, it kind of was. We needed to draw, but we had like 5 or 6 draws where we had 4 outs that would win the game. Wild game. They have no onboard effects. Yeah, this is just game. I mean, well, actually, they can crack the Mind Stone. They have to draw something off the Mind Stone. They have 3 mana left, so they can't play Cryptic. Okay. So we're going to target Kiki Jiki. In response, we're going to copy Zealot's Conscripts. I really hope they don't just make me... Okay, nice. Yeah, they could have made me click through it because they had a lot of blockers. It would have taken a little while, but I'm glad they didn't. Okay, up a game. That was a wild game one. So playing against mono blue artifacts. Okay, do we want to make any changes? Some of the removal seems probably unnecessary. Like Dismember is not amazing. Fatal Push probably not either. Like they hit some things, but I don't think they're amazing. The burn spells hit their planeswalkers. We definitely want to braid. But then what are we bringing in? The answer is Subtlety or Comet or Talisman, I think. Maybe Maelstrom Pulse, but that's a little tougher on the mana. Um, if we bring in these, we can cut Forked Bolt, which is good against those Saheeli tokens, but not much else. Chain Lightning hits Narset or Saheeli after minus, and it also hits Subtlety. Comet adds some pressure, although it doesn't kill artifacts and enchantments. It's not the best, but I think it's fine. And I think I like having two Talismans against the Draw 7 deck. It just makes us a little bit faster. Do we want to make any other changes? Like Maelstrom Pulse is tempting, but we just don't have enough green mana to play that consistently. We would have to play a Forest, and I don't want to do that. Maybe we can do it on game 3, but yeah. All right, this seems fine. We have all our colors, even though we have all untapped lands. I don't think we care about Chain Lightning on the Crab token. Weird situation. I don't really want to play Seek the Beast on turn 2 because if we hit Kiki Jiki, it's going to become a lot harder to win. Oh, I said we had all our colors. We don't have green. Honestly, if I had a green source, I might just play Questing Druid on turn 2. Alright, they have the Urza Saga once again. Let's just cycle this. I'm not going to get a green source. Let's get Rogran Triome. I guess do we want second black or second white is the question. Probably second white. So Rogran Triome, play it, pass. Then we have Fable next turn. They crack the clue, that's fine. Plateau, okay. Could play Imperial Recruiter, but I think I like getting the Fable down first. So we're definitely discarding Questing Druid. What is the other one? Maybe a land. I think we want the Chain Lightning. I think we want the Revel Arc. So yeah, probably Questing Druid, Silent Clearing, or maybe Island, depending on what we draw. We don't have any black cards in our hand. We also barely have black cards in our deck. Did we cut the Fatal Push? Fatal Push, okay, we did cut the Fatal Push. Maybe we shouldn't have done that because Fatal Push deals with huge constructs. Kind of close. Okay, so now they're debating if they want to... They don't make a construct. That is good to know and also pretty scary because it means they have something better to do with their mana. If they play Time Spiral, I'm okay with that. It's basically a neutral board. If they go Narset into a draw 7, we'll lose probably, and that would be bad. There's the Narset. Uh-oh. And then they red mana into Wheel of Fortune. Well, funny draw. That sucks though. We didn't see any red mana in game 1. Hoping to draw a land here. But yeah, probably gonna have to go to game 3 for this one. Ooh, don't like the Retrofitter Foundry. Presumably attack here. They don't. Interesting. Okay, so we cannot discard a card. Yeah, bad position. We'll take this out and then attack so we get to make a treasure. Seems pretty hard for us to win. They would need to get very unlucky and just like hit only lands. I mean, we can beat Retrofitter Foundry. If they're just spending all their mana on this, that's fine. But if they have like more, if they have like counter magic or way. I mean, I guess they need a way to actually pressure our life total. Urza Saga's gone, and they don't have Saheeli right now. I guess what we really don't want is Saheeli in to hold up counter magic. High Tide. Okay, well, we'll see if they can do their thing. Candelabra of Tano, so they have essentially infinite mana. Actually, I should not say that, but they have a lot of mana. 9 mana, 10 mana. I hate that they have so much access to Black Lotus. Frantic Search, okay. That nets them 3 mana and gives them more looks at cards. I don't know if they're playing like Brain Freeze or something. And Brain Freeze could kill us. We don't have Emrakul or any shufflers like that. 12 mana. Alright. Looks like a time spiral. Yep. We get an island. Solid. This game's looking slightly one-sided. We really need to try to keep Narset off the board. That's why I brought Subtlety in. Wow. Found Lotus again. Okay. We haven't seen a win condition for this sort of thing. Do we want to make any changes here? Like, I wish we had a Lightning Bolt. Like, a Lightning Bolt to kill Narset would actually be good. We could play another removal spell. We could play Pulse. Could play Forked Bolt. None of it seems that good. I think I'm just going to run it how I have it. What is going on? Okay. That's their third draw 7 of the turn. They still have like an insane amount of mana, like 20 plus, I think. See, 8, 12. They have 16 mana, 17 mana. There's also game 2, and they have 4 minutes left, so they might time out. I'm not going to concede here. Like we still could win. We have this in play, so like this will go infinite if we find one of the things to combo it with. There's Urza that is not lethal, but it's a big problem. It makes them have even more mana, and this just massive construct. So now we need to kind of find a removal spell for the construct. They spin the Urza, hit island. Okay, that's not scary. The other out we have is the comet going crazy, which would be awesome. Pretty unlikely, it seemed like. Storm is 10. We have 35 cards in our deck. That's hilarious. I don't know if I've ever seen so many cards in my own limited deck, except maybe after a mold of 5 on the play. Spinning Urza again, it looks like. Okay. Well, after all that, they pass back to us. We draw a Talisman, which is not too good. Do we want to attack? I don't think so. That would make a treasure token. We don't need the treasure, though. We already have 5 mana. So we pass. The one-sided game continues. But again, like, it's not 100% over. The Urza Saga obviously changed things a bit, but we could just rip, like, Pestermite into Kiki at any time. Cracking the Lotus. They don't have High Tide now, so they don't have as insanely much mana, but they still have a ton. Hardcast Hullbreaker Horror. Wow, okay. So they can bounce both my guys, and it's still not lethal. They have 2 cards. Maybe they're flooded. They can crack the clue. They're not making a construct. Oh, no, they can't make a construct. Spinning Urza here. Cast Subtlety to bounce my Goblin Shaman. Okay. Still literally a winnable game. If their last card's a brick, and we draw a Pestermite, we tap their Hullbreaker Horror, we don't take lethal, and then we can top that Kiki Jiki and win. Do I want to... I think I'm just going to block the Urza here. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to copy Fury. That is a good draw. Um, we can steal... Probably just their construct. I steal construct, and then we can copy the construct to make another blocker. Minus Narset again. Do they have a storm win condition, or is their entire game plan just? I guess their game plan is just like storm off with Saheeli in play and make tons of 1/1s, and then win with big constructs. Fair enough. They do get to bounce something. We'll see what they target. Okay, in response, copy this. I mean, yeah, they're just gonna time out in game three. It is what it is. Their deck is pretty sweet. I mean, Black Lotus plus multiple draw sevens, Narset, Lion's Eye Diamond, Urza Saga, lots of cool stuff going on. Trinket Mage too for consistency. It'd be so funny if we ended up in a situation where we could actually mill them. Just like target them with Dak and they somehow die. Alright, Dak down. I'm pretty sure this is game two. Maybe it's game three, but I'm pretty sure it's game two. Probe, okay. Um I guess I'll pay that for information. Finally, I mean, might as well. There's no reason not to. Their last card is Island. Okay, that is unsurprising. Fable go. I guess we are actually dead on board now. So we're no longer we can no longer claim we're playing to some mysterious out. I do. I mean, for most of the game we were, but at this point we're not. Now it just I'm just gonna. I mean, I could concede and try to let them win the last one in 30 seconds. That I don't know. If you have a moral qualm with the way that I'm playing this, I apologize, but I don't think I'm doing anything bad. They might not even be able to win this game in time. This is like funnily unnecessary. They have 20 seconds left. Fail to find, don't make a construct, play island, go to combat, and then win this game and then have 3 seconds to win the last game. Hilarious. Block, block, die. 1 second. This is actually, I'm taking a screenshot of this. This is a hilarious situation. How do you think we should sideboard? I think I'm going to bring in all of these and play with 50 cards. And I'm going to be on the draw. GG. All right, well, weird ending. Obviously, strange ending. Uh, Good thing that Condemn got a little bit of time to shine. Oh, wait, that was only round. Okay, yeah, round two, 2-0. See you in the finals. All right, finals against Hide and Watch. We are on the draw, which is not exactly what I would prefer, but good hand, we can keep it. No blue mana, still a keep though. We have a couple removal spells, 4 of the 5 colors, Talisman. What are we up against? Soul Ring. Don't like that. Okay, do we want to play Faithless Looting on turn one against that? Hopefully we just draw a tap like a Triome. Man, yeah, we need to, our hand is bad. We need to get the ball rolling here. I think I'm discarding Kiki. We're just so far away from that. Kiki Talisman. Yeah. And keep in mind, of course, that we have many ways to bring back Kiki. I don't like that it gives away that we're playing this. It sort of removes some element of surprise, but I think that's still just got to be the correct line here. If they hit us with the Lion Sash on turn two, it's going to be a tough one to win. Okay, hopefully this is like a... Yeah, Hero Blade Hole. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay. All right, I'm gonna probe. I don't like paying life because I think this is a matchup where that will actually matter. Yeah, they are playing a lot of aggressive stuff. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's a good hand. Okay. But we can't really play this because I think I need to have two removal spells available this turn. So let's go land, go. They don't have red mana right now, so but I would love for them to go land and try to equip Annual, but they're probably gonna just play the Archangel, which is good here. We can't. Yeah, the Angel would be really good here. So yeah, actually I forgot. I didn't realize they didn't have red mana. We should have played the Rogran Triumph here for sure. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us, but it certainly could. I definitely think if they had the red source, we would want to have double removal spell. But in this spot, it probably would have been better to just not go for it. They might also play Andorel plus Mother of Runes, which I would be pretty happy about. So then I could just remove both of their creatures. But the problem is then they still have the Archangel. So yeah, this will be tough. We have a lot of removal spells, but they just don't line up well against Archangel. Obviously not great for our opponent to be on the play with a Soul Ring, but that's the kind of thing that happens in the finals. Oath of Druids looks good here. I think I might try to rework it a little bit to be heavier green and black. Okay. Um, I think I'm going to Swords to Plowshares this. This lets us hold up Dismember, and we're also a bit constrained on black/white mana. So, yeah, I think I want to do that rather than like Dismember or something. Mother of Runes, okay. Into Recruiter of the Guard. We'll see what they get with that. They might have Palace Jailer. I'm going to dismember the Mother of Runes end of turn. But I think I'm not feeling good about this at all. We don't have an untapped blue source to get with that, so just try and go. And if they play an equip Andoril, we can't really stop that. Oh, they also have Caracas? No. I mean, we can beat it. We obviously have beaten it once already, but I don't like seeing that. We don't really have any good answers to Caracas. This would be such an easier game if they hadn't had turn 1 Soul Ring. Okay. So I'm going to take out the Stoneforge Mystic end of turn. We need to find... We need to find our combo, basically. Kill this. Mountain Cycle this. We have our blue mana now. I think we can just get Plateau. We don't really need double blue. Preordain. Well, famous last words when I said we don't need double blue. I think I'm still playing Preordain here because we need to find action. We need to try to kill them next turn, ideally. Even in this game where we're getting crushed, we've gone through a lot of cards for this stage in the game. Bottom, bottom. There's a Revel Arc. So, okay, we actually have a path to victory here. It means we need them to tap out of Caracas, which they might not do, but we can, oh, wait, no, we can't evoke Revel Arc. Well, okay, no matter what, we're going to go land Faithless Looting. Unburial Rites is interesting. Discard Miscalc and Unburial Rites. Does give away a bit of info again, which I don't like. I think we need these other cards more. Four turns, we've gone through 18 cards. While also interacting a reasonable amount, but we actually still, it's weird that we haven't found any of the other half of the combo, given that there's three of them and only one Kiki. I love this deck though. Like Faithless Looting is perfect for this kind of deck, where we just want to go through as much of our library as possible. So equip Andorel, hit us for 4. and then just pass with Caracas up, and that's, I mean, it's not game over, but it's definitely not good. They do just pass, so we could unburial write something, but that doesn't seem amazing. I mean, it could just bring back a 6/4. That seems bad, though. Let's just go. We could play Revelark. We could hold up a Braid. Those are the two main options. Hmm. I think I like casting Revelark, actually. Well, let's see. If we cast Revelark, and then they just attack with everything, we block here. We get back Kiki, but then they just bounce Kiki. That doesn't do that much. But it doesn't seem great to just kill that either, so I think this is our best bet. If I had one more mana, I would go for a Braid plus reanimate something with Unburial Rites, but we don't. It also sucks that we don't even have like a Wall of Omens in the graveyard or something. There's their mountain, so they can finally play. Oh wait, oh no, we have flying, so we're okay against even Archangel Elspeth. They could play Rabble Master. That doesn't do too much either. It's really just the Caracas. We'd have a decent chance of being able to get the next turn. We have again 3 draws that would just win. We also have mana for um, Recruiter, so that gives us 4, and we can redraw. So we have like probably the actual math is kind of tough, but it's probably like about 27% or so, between 25 and 30% chance of being able to win next turn if they didn't have Caracas. But they do have Caracas, and I don't think they will blunder so far as to tap out of it. A little unfortunate to play against two Caracas decks in 3 matches when we're like very all in on a combo involving a legend, but that's all right. I do think this should be a solid matchup. Like they were on the play with Soul Ring. If they didn't have that, this would be kind of a cakewalk. Like we have a lot of removal. We have a board sweeper we can bring in. They don't have a ton of interaction for our combo. It looks like. So yeah, I think this should be a very good matchup. But Soul Ring changes things. So Oath looks good. We need to see if we want to try to bring in a green source, or like if we want to try to have more green sources. Okay, I'll block the Recruiter of the Guard. Actually, I'll block. Well, yeah, I'll block Recruiter of the Guard. There's like a weird corner case where having one life actually swings it. Kiki comes back, and if they just main phase bounce it, we're 1 mana short if we top deck Deceiver Exarch. Our out is for them to get too greedy and pass. Okay, no, they passed, but didn't end up mattering. We can copy. Let's see. We can unburial rights back something. We could also DAC loot. Hmm. Yeah, it's very hard to see a way we could win this. I think our opponent would need to make a significant misplay. We don't have any board sweepers that would do it. I mean, we could. Yeah, I guess the only way we can win is by playing Dak Faden, finding blue source plus Deceiver Exarch. The downside is they get to see that we have Dak, which is maybe not great, but I think it's. I'm still gonna give myself the chance here. Maybe we should just be conceding. Okay. So we lose in game one. Hopefully, no early Soul Ring this time, or at least if they do have it, hopefully we can take it out with a Braid. Um, okay, so Damnation looks good. I also think Oath of Druids looks really good, but we would have to make a lot of changes to make that work. Maybe it's worth making those changes though. So we could cut Wall, cut Imperial Recruiter. That just seems. Nah, I don't think that's right. I do want Condemn. And I want the damnation. I think we should run like this. Let's cut questing druid. That's not really what this is about. We can cut the stomping ground then. We definitely need to add at least one more land. I think I like having all the combo cards. Maybe we cut Zealous Conscripts though. Um, yeah, I think this is enough combo cards. And the the card Zealous Conscripts is not very impressive. Like it doesn't have any great things to steal per se. I like all the removal. If we're not playing subtlety, then I don't like having probe. It's just 2 life for not really much value. They don't have a ton of interaction that we need to be playing around necessarily. Unburial Rites, maybe not great either. I think I will play Revelark still, but the thing with the benefit of Unburial Rites is we can like discard it to deck or Faithless Looting and flash it back later. And maybe that's enough that it is good. The downside though is that they might like a lot of their removal is probably exile based. So that's good if we like discard Kiki and then bring it back later, like we were trying to do in that game. But it's not good if they play Swords of Plowshares. Okay, let's also cut this talisman for this talisman, if we play talisman at all. Um, we could go up to 17 lands. We could play 2 talismans. We could just still play Zealous Conscripts. I don't think Comet is very good here. It's not the worst, but I think it's not worth it. Okay, I think I like this plan, and then I'll just place another talisman and another swamp. Because the talisman gives us another black source for damnation. Yeah, we have so much. We have 5 1-mana removal spells. This should be a great matchup. We just need to make it happen. All right, let's run it like this. On the play. That's great. Great hand. We have all our colors. We can get Jeskai with this, and then just play Swamp. We have Miscalc for turn 2. We cannot deal with or we can't take out their Soul Ring on turn 2, but we can miscalc their turn 2 play and then take out their Soul Ring on turn 3. There is potentially some reason to want to have Fatal Push up. If they go Mother of Runes, it's kind of awkward, and we'll need to decide if we want to play Fatal Push end of turn. Ah, that's bad. We don't have a blue-black land to get with this. I think we need to just get a tapped land. I mean, we could get Scrubland, but then we don't have blue. Yeah, we need blue. So, if I'd known they would play Mother of Runes, I would have let on just Swamp and then fetch Basic Island here. Given this, I think we get Rogran Triome. And then, oh, do we Fatal Push? I think I will Fatal Push. It's close. But I think we have a lot of removal. Turning off all of our removal does not seem great. The shields are down here. We'll see what they can do. If they have Stoneforge Mystic, it's pretty bad. Although we can steal their Cauldra. Oh, this is great. Please pass, please pass. Yes, yes, yes. Nice. Okay, so we'll play this. Pass with Mana Leak, or Miscalc up. I don't think we need to play Dak on this empty board. This is a much less explosive draw from them than last time. Yeah, very, very happy to play Draw-Go here. Preordain. We only have 1 blue source, so not going to play that yet. Fury looks good in this matchup. They do have Karakas again, so we might have to win this as a little bit more of a control deck than a all-in combo deck, and that's fine. Mishra's Workshop. Whoa. That's crazy. Sure. We can steal that. Hero Bladehold. So, do we... We could either go miscalc this. So one option is just we could let this resolve and then Fury it, which would be good. I think I would prefer to miscalc though. We're getting towards the end of the window where miscalculation is a good card, and this way we get to just steal their talisman, which is pretty nice. Really, actually putting them pretty low on mana. Like it looks like they have tons of mana right now, but if this doesn't help them and we steal this, then they're back down to 3 lands. Okay, Source of Plowshares is good. I will play Silent Clearing. If it was a normal land, I would consider holding, but that's one that we can cycle through later. Steal your talisman. Black-white is not really the colors we wanted. I would much prefer blue or red, but still, great position. Our hand is stacked. I think I'm going to crack the Silent Clearing end of turn if they don't do anything. If they play okay, Forks Bolt, sure. That's like a 3 for 1. That's a great exchange for us. They end up down a mana, we end up a mana, and we each traded a card. They just pass, okay? Let's crack this. That's a start. That's a finish. Okay, so, No, no. Well, we don't have another red mana. Interesting position. So there's a few lines. One that I don't think is correct, but one that I will note. We could go Deceiver Exarch, untap our Rogan Triumph, play Preordain. I think I really want to be tapping. I want to be killing them. I think I'm going to wait a turn here. Um, Interesting draws, but I think I'm going to bottom them both because I really want to find another red source. Man, okay, that didn't really work very well. Our mana here is pretty awkward. Having only one blue and only one blue and 2 red. Still seems like a decent position though. If they just play like Wormcoil Engine, it's totally fine. I guess that's bad. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad. They can't use it yet. Okay, so we can beat this if they don't have so we can go if we find a red source in our next 2 draws. We can tap their Karakas in their upkeep, so they can't use Mindslaver or bounce our Kiki, and then we can go for the kill. Red source, come on, Faithless Looting. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Let's play that. Still no red sources, but now we have Revelark, which will win the game. So, how do we want to do this? We can go discard. We need to discard Kiki Jiki, but we need to not discard Deceiver Exarch, even though we could bring it back with Revelark. Obviously, we don't care about value at this point. So let's discard Kiki Jiki and Damnation. I don't love showing them this, but it's fine. And then our plan is to go Deceiver Exarch, tap Karakas. Then they hopefully play some dumb creature like Stoneforge Mystic. Then we untap, and then we have 6 mana. This costs 6, right? Yeah, 6 mana to evoke Revelark, which brings back the Kiki Jiki and kills them. So we have a plan. As for Fury versus Revelark, it's kind of close. Or Fury versus Damnation. I think I'm going to keep the Fury. So, do they have a way to kill this Deceiver Exarch? That is the question. They have 3 cards. Actually, if they kill the Deceiver Exarch, it would be great. Um, Tap this. Because we could just bring it back with Revelark. We just don't want them to exile it. A lot of tension here. Kind of crazy that we've only found 2 red sources in the top 18 cards. Okay. We kind of have to go for it here. Like, we could wait, but I mean, yeah, Karakas is tapped. I think this is the time. So we're actually not trying to win like a control deck after all. This is a weird deck. Mindslaver. I mean, it's good against me, kind of. Okay, that's fine. So Revelark brings back the combo by itself. Finally find the extra red source. Revelark evoke. And it brings back both. Oh, that is satisfying. Boom. 6 mana, create infinite dudes. Untap this. In response, tap this. Untap this, and they lose. Okay. Takedown game 2, despite them having Karakas once again. They had a slow draw there. They really didn't do that much. I'm confused by their deck. If they're trying to play like a mid-range like artifact deck, I'm thrilled. Like that's just great. What I don't want is for them to play like a really fast start like they did last time. Turn 2 Hero of Bladehold and try to kill you quickly. So hopefully they try to do that sort of thing again. Okay, do we want to make any changes? I don't think so. I mean, Oath is still good, but just not really where we want to be. Could cut an island here. We have only 4 blue cards, no, or 5 blue cards, no double blue. We're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 islands. That's a decent number. How many mountains are we playing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that was. I'm not too worried about the red sources. I think I'm just gonna run it like this. Yep, we'll submit for all the marbles. We're on the draw, which is bad. Hopefully no Soul Ring. But our deck is just like fundamentally well structured for beating their sort of deck. Okay, great hand. We have turn 1 Swords of Plowshares if we need it. Perfect mana. Good blocker. Preordained to dig. This hand really... I mean, it doesn't kill a turn 1 Soul Ring, but it does kill a turn 2 Hero of Bladehold. It also kills a turn 1 Mother of Runes. Man, they love their Karakas. Just gonna grab a Triome here. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, if they get Cauldron here, we will need to take that out. I mean, well, actually, do we? Yeah, we should. We should. We could like take out the dude, the token, but I think this is probably best to just take this out because that also just clears up the board better. Although maybe getting them sink 2 mana into a card that doesn't do much is actually pretty nice. This is black and green, unfortunately, so it can't cast Condemn. I would love to condemn the Cauldron token. Honestly, I'm tempted to just play Wall of Omens, actually. Feels kind of weird, but I think it is correct here. Given the way this is developed with Drawn Condemn and whatnot, I wish we had gotten the Rogran Triome, so then we could just get another Triome and pass, but we're probably fine on colored mana. Can't really play Talisman here. Well, we can, but maybe we go Talisman into cycle this. But we're constrained on white mana. I think I want to use my white mana here. Interesting spot. Yeah, I'm gonna play. Well, we could also just go Preordain Condemn. Maybe that's best. Yeah, I think that actually is best. It's best with our colored mana situation for sure, which is pretty relevant here. Okay, don't need a mountain. Do we want Faithless Looting? I think so. It really helps us to dig deep. Not casting it this turn, but I think it is a good draw. So we'll pass. We're going to plan on condemning the Cauldron complete. And this is kind of nice because it means they have to sink all their mana into this. Yeah, Condemn is just a very clean answer to this. Yeah, they like at the end of the day they still have 2 permanents in play, and so it's like kind of a 0 for 1. I don't know, but like these things just don't do anything. They're so far away from Cauldron doing anything. Stoneforge is just a 1/2. Great position. So now we need to decide what land we want to get with Bloodstained Mire. Could just be basic. Ooh. Okay, with that, I'm going to get black-white with this, and then this can get a basic. So we'll go land, grab Scrubland. Then we'll play Talisman of Resilience into Wall of Omens. So we're just trying to continue digging. Once again, we've gone through a decent amount of cards, and we'll up that significantly when we start looting with Faithlessly soon. Okay, I like drawing Reveillark, because now we can pretty safely discard our cards to the Faithless Looting, like discard our combo cards. They have 4 mana, we'll see what they can do with it. Do we just jam Revelark next turn? Probably not, with nothing in the graveyard. If I even had 1 Wall of Omens, I think I would do it. So if they kill this, then we'll play Revelark. But I really don't want them to just like bolt this and get a nice 1-for-1 exchange. This is not a card that I play with too frequently, but it's really sweet in this deck. Obviously, just won us the game pretty much single-handedly. I don't know if there's any other cards in the format that could have won us that game in that position. All right, there's that mountain. We don't know any of the cards in their hand. They play Karn. Weird. Plus, you can have a tapped land. This is they're trying to play. Yeah, I just think that this is not that scary if we can combo. If they can, Swords to Plowshares are kiki jiki. It could get a little rough. Okay, let's start with Faithless Looting. We might flash it back if we don't. If we just draw some bricks. And we do just draw some bricks. I think I'm just gonna discard 2 lands. Then flashback Faithless Looting. Okay, discard Unburial Rites in a land. Yeah. We may end up casting Oliphant next turn, but probably not. I think so. We also could cycle Oliphant here, but I don't think that. Yeah, let's just grab the Jeskai Triome end of turn. Then we'll have like very good mana. That gives us our second blue, our third red. We don't really need a third white, but we have it in case we need it. Okay, 5 mana is a lot. Glorybringer. Man, that is kind of annoying. Well, it's not that bad. They get 1 hit in. Yeah, it's fine. We'll take 1 hit from this. We'll see if they exert. I kind of think they won't. So we take 4, that's fine. Block here. Plus again. Interesting. Okay, you can have a plains. That Elesh Norn could actually be pretty scary soon. We do have Swords of Plowshares, but I kind of want to use the swords on this Glorybringer. But if they have the Elesh Norn in play, we cannot really win anymore. We draw Lava Claw Reaches. So, what's the move here? I don't think playing Revelark seems that good. We could go Cycle Oliphant on Burial Rites it back. No, we're 1 mana short. Because I don't want to play Oliphant and let them just kill it with Glorybringer. So, I think we do have to. Oh man, a lot of options here. Might just go land go, but the problem is I really am afraid of that freaking Elishnorn. We have a few other answers, but not too many if we use this Swords of Plowshares. But this Glory, we have to kill Glorybringer, I think. Unfortunately. We play Revelark. I wish we discarded the Oliphant last turn and kept a land. Got kind of punished for that. Yeah, playing Revelark doesn't do much. Okay, so just Lava Claw reaches pass. Really tough. The Fatal Push can't kill Glorybringer. It's close. We could just let them keep the Glorybringer, but I really think that's going to just kill us too fast. But they can just play Elesh Norn next turn, almost definitely. Goblin Rabblemaster. Okay, we can't trigger Revolt that easily, so unfortunately that's I mean, it'll make a token. It's not too bad. Smuggler's Copter, okay. We have Fatal Push to deal with the Copter. I think I will now Swords to Plowshares there. Glory Bringer. Kind of tough that we've gone through 21 cards without finding Recruiter or Kiki or Deceiver or Pester, like just none of our combo stuff. I guess if they do just slam Elishnorn, we might just die is the problem. We're going to take a lot of damage. Okay, we're just going to block here, take one, cycle Oliphant end of turn. We can Unburial Rights back the Oliphant if we need to. I don't love that plan because I was sort of hoping to bring back Kiki with that, but we might need to just bring back an Elephant. Okay, they plus again. Oof, don't like either of these. I'm going to give them the hero since they already have a lot of threats. But this, yeah, we're not looking good. We need to find our combos soon. We're definitely we're not at a point where just jamming Oliphant's going to do anything. There's that Kiki. Hopefully we can find him. Honestly, Fable of the Mirror Breaker might be our best draw here. Dak Faden. That's definitely a good one too. So let's cast Dak. And loot. It's like kind of tempting to steal an artifact, but I think we need to loot here. We need to find our combo. Okay, interesting. Few options. I think we do want to discard the Kiki. We can. Okay, so what? Let's consider a few different options. Option one, discard Kiki and Revelark. Then Unburial Rights Revelark. Then if they just go land Elishnorn, we have two blockers. We're taking a bunch, but we're not dead. No, that doesn't really do it. We could also discard Kiki and Revelark. And then play Mountain Imperial Recruiter, find Deceiver Exarch. And that sets up to kill next turn. But then they know about the Exarch, which seems pretty bad. This is so complicated. We're definitely discarding Kiki, I think, pretty much no matter what, because we have multiple ways to bring it back for cheaper than casting it. Like, yeah, we're just definitely discarding that. Um, I think I'm not gonna play Unburial Rights this turn. I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm gonna discard these two, play Mountain Recruiter, and hold up Push. Yeah, very close. Let's do that. Oh, man, tough situation. But let's just confirm that we do have enough mana to win next turn. If we do that, we can even win through Karakas. We'll see if they slam the Elishnorn or get Mind Collapse. Either one would be bad for us for sure. I think we do need to have the Fatal Push because we're just dying. Wait, 3/6. Block this. Yeah, we're dead on board if we don't hold up Fatal Push. So, alright, let's discard these two. I'm gonna go land. Imperial Recruiter. So we have a chance. It's gonna be tough for sure, but we have an out. We'll take Deceiver Exarch. Doesn't really matter, but Deceiver Exarch survives if they have a one toughness thing. And then yeah, we have enough mana to go Deceiver Exarch, tap their Karakas, and then Unburial Rites, bring back Kiki. They see it. They get to know what our plan is. They don't know about the Fatal Push though, so they might think that they have lethal and not. That's our hope. They can equip. They could also go just equip Cauldron to the Goblin Rabble Master, and then that Rabble Master alone hits for 9, but we can still survive. If they do gem the Elesh Norn, then it's bad. We need to top deck Dam is one out. There's the land, so we'll see if they go for Kaldra or Elesh Norn or Mind Collapse. I honestly think that they should just probably put Mind Collapse in their hand and just pat. Like, they don't need to kill us this turn. The Crew Copter, okay. Please equip Cauldron to something. Okay, I will Fatal Push this Copter now. Take them off of a card draw. They can't kill our Dack Fayden either way. If we ever found a board sweeper, we actually could maybe just win a fair game. I guess with the Karn, though, it will be tough, and we don't have a clean way to deal with Karn. So we'll see what they do here. If they didn't put Elshorn into play, they'll probably take the Mind Collapse if they, at this point, they're debating how they want to attack. They send everything at Dack. Interesting. So I'll jump block here. Dack takes 1. We can steal their Kaldra. Kind of funny. Steal Kaldra, equip it to wall. They have Hero Bladehold that we know about. Okay, this seems like it should just win. Crazy game. They make a construct. Yeah, wait. Oh, man. Okay, so let's go to our draw step. Okay. Yeah, just cast Deceiver Exarch and tap this. I'm doing it this way in our draw. It really is unlikely to matter, but we can tap this and they won't have mana in our main phase. Is there any? Yeah, I guess I will loot here. Interesting. So, I mean, yeah, that's the other plan we could go for. Just play Fury. But yeah, let's go for Unburial Rites on Kiki. I mean, like, we could. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely right to go for this. Yeah. Boom. Kiki. Let's go. Come on. No, don't. Enlightened Tutor. Okay, okay. They can't draw a card. I think that's fine. Wow. Oh my god. I can't believe we pulled that off. Soul Ring on top. Oh, jeez. All right. Got the trophy. That feels good. That was a wild, wild match. Yeah, you see there just the power of this deck. So we had 11 cards left in our deck. It was turn 6 or 7. So we went through 29 cards. Like, we could just draw so much between Dack and looting and preordain. Like, yeah, that was an awesome league. The deck was super powerful. We had a very good combo plan, great fixing, tons of interaction, tons of cheap removal specifically for creature decks, which was huge in the finals and in a lot of matchups. And then I really liked the angle of the Revelark and Unburial Rites. They made it so that we could just freely discard our stuff to Fable or Dack or looting or whatever else and bring it back later. That really added a nice dimension of redundancy to this deck. So yeah, it performed well. We started with 6 straight lands, I think, and I mean, you see, had quite the mana base in the end. Wow, awesome league. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.